Everyone thought my twin was a saint for taking care of me, but nobody saw the satisfied smile on her face whenever she successfully ruined my happiness. I was born 2 minutes after her, just 2 minutes. But for 38 years, I lived in her shadow. My sister's name is Stella. She is my twin. She is older than me. She is loud. She is strong. She makes all the decisions for me. Stella thinks I am weak. She thinks I need her help. She treats me like a small child. She treats me like a broken toy. I am 38 years old now. I am not married. I live alone in a small apartment. My apartment is near Stella's house. I work at a bookstore. I sell books. I help customers. My job is normal. My life is quiet. Stella calls me every day. She asks about my job. She asks about my food. She asks about my clothes. She tells me what to do. She tells me what to eat. She tells me what to wear. I listen to her. I always listen to her. I wanted to date men before. I tried many times. But Stella stopped me. She said the men were bad. She said they were not good enough. She said they would hurt me. So the men left. They all left. Stella scared them away. I am lonely. But my loneliness is strange. I have Stella. I have my family. I have my job. But no one sees me. They only see Stella's sister. They see the quiet twin. They do not see Hazel. They do not see me. She thinks she saves me, but I feel trapped. I cannot say this to her. She will get angry. She will cry. She will say I am ungrateful. One day, I went to the library. It was a Tuesday afternoon. Stella was at work. She did not know I was there. The library was quiet. I liked the quiet. I walked between the tall shelves. I looked at the books. I touched the old covers. I sat down at a table. I opened a book. It was a book about gardens. I liked the pictures. I liked the flowers. A man sat down near me. He was older than me. He had gray hair. He wore a blue shirt. He had kind eyes. He looked at me. He smiled. I felt nervous. Men did not talk to me usually. Yes, I said. I like the pictures. I like gardens too, he said. My name is Henry. I am Hazel, I said. Henry was 55 years old. I learned this later. He was 17 years older than me. He was divorced. He lived alone. He was an architect. He designed buildings. He was calm. He was polite. We talked about books. We talked about flowers. We talked about the library. Henry asked me questions. He waited for my answers. He looked at me. He looked into my eyes. He did not look away. He did not look over my shoulder. This felt new. This felt strange. Men usually looked past me. They looked for Stella. They looked for someone more interesting. But Henry looked at me. He listened to me. Do you come here often? Henry asked. Yes, I said. I come every week. I come here too, he said. Maybe I will see you again. My heart beat fast. I felt scared. Henry was older. He was much older. Maybe this was wrong. Maybe Stella was right. Maybe I should not talk to strange men. But Henry was not like other men. He was patient. He was gentle. He asked about my thoughts. He cared about my words. I would like that, I said. Henry smiled. Good. He said, "I will look for you next Tuesday." I went home that day. I felt different. I felt warm inside. I felt happy, but I also felt afraid. I did not tell Stella about Henry. Stella would ask too many questions. She would say he was too old. She would say he was dangerous. She would ruin this. She always ruined things. The next Tuesday came. I went to the library again. Henry was there. He sat at the same table. He had a book about architecture. He looked up. He saw me. He smiled. "Hazel," he said, "you came." "Yes," I said, "I came." We talked for 2 hours. We drank coffee. Henry told me about his work. He showed me pictures of buildings. He asked about my job. He asked about my life. He listened to every word. "You are very quiet," Henry said, "but I like that. Your words have meaning. No one said this to me before." Stella always said I was too quiet. She said I needed to talk more. She said I was boring. But Henry liked my quiet. He saw value in it. We became friends. But I wanted more. I wanted something deeper. I still did not tell Stella. This was my secret. This was my life. For the first time, I had something that was only mine. Henry asked me to dinner. He wanted to cook for me. I said yes. I was nervous, but I was also excited. I went to his house on Friday night. His house was small. It was clean. It was warm. Classical music played softly. Henry said it was jazz music. I liked it. "I made pasta," Henry said. "I hope you like it." "I like pasta," I said. We sat at his table. We ate dinner. The food was good. I told him about the books I loved. He listened. He asked more questions. "You think deeply," Henry said. I like to hear them. My heart felt full. No one said things like this to me. Stella always said I was too quiet. She said I had no opinions. But Henry saw something different in me. We met for dinner every week. Sometimes I cooked for him. Sometimes he cooked for me. We talked about books. We talked about art. We talked about our lives. The conversations were slow. They were peaceful. Henry told me about his divorce. His wife left him 5 years ago. He was sad for a long time, but now he was better. I told him about Stella. I told him she was my twin. I told him she was protective, but I did not tell him everything. I was afraid. "You are a strong woman," Henry said one night. "You are kind. You are smart. I see you, Hazel." I cried that night. They were happy tears. Someone finally saw me. Someone saw Hazel. Not Stella's sister, just Hazel. I felt different now. I felt like a real person. I felt independent. I was not the weak half. I was whole. But I still hid Henry from Stella. I lied about my Friday nights. I said I worked late. I said I visited friends. Stella believed me at first, but Stella is my twin. She knows me. She knows when I change. One day, Stella came to my apartment. She looked at me carefully. "You look different," Stella said. "I am just fine," I said. "No," Stella said. "Something changed. Tell me." My face felt hot. I could not lie to her. Stella always knew when I lied. "I met someone," I said quietly. Stella's face changed. Her eyes went wide, then they went hard. Who? Stella asked. Who is he? His name is Henry, I said. He is a good man. How old is he? Stella asked. I did not want to answer, but Stella stared at me. She waited. He is 55, I said. Stella stood up. She looked angry. She looked scared. He is too old, Stella said. Hazel, he is 17 years older. He will die soon. You will be alone. He will not die soon, I said. He is healthy. He wants a nurse, Stella said. He does not want a wife. He wants someone to take care of him when he is old. That is not true, I said. My voice was louder now. I never shouted at Stella, but I was angry. You do not understand, Stella said. You are too innocent. Men like him are dangerous. They use young women. I am not young, I said. I am 38 years old, and Henry does not use me. He respects me. Stella looked shocked. I never talked back to her before. I always followed her rules. You will get hurt, Stella said. I am trying to protect you. Maybe I do not need protection, I said. The words came out. I could not take them back. Stella's face went pale. She looked at me like I was a stranger. You do need me, Stella said. You always needed me. You are making a mistake. Maybe it is my mistake to make, I said. Stella left my apartment. She slammed the door. I sat down. I felt scared, but I also felt strong. I defended Henry. I defended myself. I did not let Stella control me, but I knew this was not over. Stella would not stop. She never stopped when she thought she was right. Henry wanted to meet Stella. He said it was important. I want to show her I am serious, Henry said. I want to meet your family. I felt afraid. I knew Stella would be difficult, but I agreed. Maybe Stella would see that Henry was good. Maybe she would understand. We planned a dinner. It was at a restaurant. Stella agreed to come. I was very nervous that day. We met at 6 o'clock. Stella arrived first. She wore a black dress. She looked serious. Henry came next. He wore a nice suit. He smiled at Stella. He put out his hand. Hello, Stella, Henry said. I am Henry. It is nice to meet you. Stella shook his hand, but her face was cold. We sat down. We ordered food. The air felt heavy. Stella looked at Henry. Her eyes were hard. So, Henry, Stella said, what do you do? I am an architect, Henry said. I design buildings. Do you make good money? Stella asked. I felt my face go red. That was a rude question, but Henry stayed calm. I make enough, Henry said. I live comfortably. And your health? Stella asked. Are you healthy? Yes, Henry said. I am healthy. I exercise. I eat well. Stella did not smile. She asked more questions. She asked about his divorce. She asked about his past. She asked about his plans. Each question was sharp. Each question was meant to hurt, but Henry answered every question. He was polite. He was calm. He did not get angry. This made Stella more frustrated. I could see Stella's face change. She could not find anything wrong with Henry. He was kind. He was stable. He was respectful. Stella had no weapon against him. The food came. We ate in silence. The silence was terrible. I wanted to leave, but I stayed. Stella looked at me. Then she looked at Henry. I saw something change in her eyes. She had a new plan. "Henry," Stella said, "you seem like a good man, but I need to tell you something. Hazel is not who you think she is." My heart stopped. I looked at Stella. What was she doing? "What do you mean?" Henry asked. "My sister is fragile," Stella said. "She has problems, serious problems." "Stella, stop," I said. My voice was quiet, but Stella continued. She looked at Henry with sad eyes. "When Hazel was 20, she got very sick," Stella said. "She was depressed, very depressed. She stayed in the hospital. I had to take care of her. I had to save her." Henry looked at me. His face showed surprise. I felt tears come to my eyes. This was my secret. This was my shame. And Stella told him. "She breaks easily," Stella said. "One bad day, and she falls apart. I pick up the pieces every time." "Are you ready for that, Henry? Are you ready for the hospital visits? Are you ready for the bad days?" Stella's voice was full of pity. She made me sound broken. She made me sound sick. She made me sound like a burden. Henry was quiet. He looked at his plate. He did not look at me. "I just want to protect my sister," Stella said. "She deserves honesty, and you deserve to know the truth." I wanted to speak. I wanted to defend myself, but the words did not come. My throat felt tight. I felt small again. I felt like that sick girl from 18 years ago. The dinner ended. No one ate dessert. Henry paid the bill. We walked outside. The night was cold. "I will drive you home, Hazel," Henry said. His voice was different. It was distant. It was careful. Stella hugged me. "I did this for you," she whispered. He needed to know. I did not hug her back. I got in Henry's car. We drove in silence. Henry stopped at my apartment. He turned off the car. He looked straight ahead. "Why did you not tell me?" Henry asked. "I was afraid," I said. "I was afraid you would leave." "I am not afraid of your past," Henry said, "but I am afraid of your present. Stella controls you. You let her." "I cannot fight that. I can change," I said. Tears ran down my face. "I can love your scars," Henry said, "but I cannot fight your shadow." He looked at me. His eyes were sad. "I need time to think," Henry said. I got out of the car. I watched him drive away. I knew the truth. He would not come back. This was goodbye. I went back to my apartment. I cried all night. Stella called me. I did not answer. I knew what she would say. She would say she saved me. She would say Henry was not good enough. But Stella did not save me. Stella destroyed me. Henry did not call me. He did not text me. 3 days went by, then a week, then 2 weeks. I knew he was gone. I knew that dinner killed everything. But I still hoped. I checked my phone every hour. I waited for his name to appear. It never did. I felt empty inside. I felt broken. But this time, the pain was different. This was not like my sickness at 20. This was grief. This was loss. This was the death of hope. Stella came to my apartment on Saturday morning. She brought food. She brought soup. She smiled at me like nothing happened. I made your favorite, Stella said. Chicken soup. You need to eat. Why did you do it? I asked. Stella put the soup on the table. She sat down. She looked calm. I did it for you, Stella said. He needed to know the truth. Better now than later. You destroyed my relationship, I said. I saved you from future pain, Stella said. He would have found out anyway. Then he would have left. At least now it happened early. Her words sounded reasonable, but they felt wrong. Something inside me woke up. Something angry. You did not save me, I said. You hurt me. Stella laughed. It was a small laugh, a patient laugh, like I was a child who did not understand. Hazel, you are upset now, Stella said, but soon you will see. I was right. I am always right. Henry was too old. He was wrong for you. He was good to me, I said. He left you, Stella said. Good men do not leave. I stood up. My hands shook, but my voice was steady. He left because of you, I said. Because you made me look sick. Because you made me look broken. You were sick, Stella said. That is the truth. I just told him the truth. You told him the truth in the worst way, I said. You wanted him to leave. You planned it. Stella's face changed. Her smile went away. She looked annoyed. Of course I wanted him to leave, Stella said. He was taking you away from me. The words hung in the air. Stella realized what she said, but she did not take it back. I looked at my sister. I really looked at her. I saw her clearly for the first time. Stella did not protect me from Henry. Stella protected herself from losing me. Stella was afraid. She was afraid I would get better. She was afraid I would leave her. You need me sick, I said slowly. You need me weak. Because then you are the strong one. You are the hero. That is not true, Stella said. But her voice was not strong now. It is true, I said. You have kept me small my whole life. You scared away every man. You made every decision. You never let me grow up. I took care of you, Stella said. She stood up now. Her face was red. When you were sick, who was there? I was there. I saved your life. You saved me once, I said, and you never let me forget it. You used it to control me forever. Stella's mouth opened. Then it closed. She had no words. I am grateful you helped me, I said. But that was 18 years ago. I am not that girl anymore. You will not let me move on. You cannot survive without me, Stella said. Her voice was desperate now. Maybe I can, I said. Maybe I need to try. Stella grabbed my hand. She looked scared. Real fear showed in her eyes. Hazel, please, Stella said. Do not say that. I am your sister. I am your twin. We are connected. We need each other. You need me, I said. But I do not need you. Not like this. I pulled my hand away. Stella looked at me like I hit her. You will fail without me, Stella said. Her voice was cold now. You will fall apart, and I will not be there to save you this time. Good, I said. Maybe I need to fall. Maybe I need to learn to save myself. Stella picked up her soup. She walked to the door. She stopped and looked back. You will come back, Stella said. You always come back. You are too weak to be alone. She left. The door closed. The apartment was quiet. I sat down on my couch. I cried. But this time, I cried for different reasons. I cried because I lost Henry. I cried because I lost my sister. But I also cried because I finally saw the truth. Stella loved me. But her love was poison. Her love kept me trapped. Her love made me smaller. I needed to leave. I needed to find myself, even if it meant being alone. The days were long. Henry did not come back. He did not call. He did not write. He was gone forever. I stopped going to work. I stayed in my apartment. I did not eat much. I did not sleep well. I felt empty. Stella came every day. She brought soup. She brought bread. She sat with me on the couch. It is okay, Stella said. You will be fine. I am here. She brushed my hair like I was a small child. She made me tea. She told me stories. She tried to make me smile. Only sisters are forever, Stella said. Men always leave, but I will never leave you. I listened to her words. But something felt wrong. Something felt bad. I looked at Stella's face. She looked sad. But her eyes looked different. Her eyes looked happy. Her eyes looked satisfied. Stella was glad. She was glad Henry was gone. She was glad I was sad and weak. She was glad I needed her again. This thought made me feel sick. Stella wanted me like this. She wanted me broken. She wanted me dependent. Because then she was important. She was the hero. She was the strong one. I remembered all the years. I remembered all the men who left. I remembered all the times Stella said they were not good enough. I remembered how Stella always came to save me. But Stella did not save me. Stella kept me broken. She kept me scared. She kept me small. When I was 20, I was very sick. I was depressed. I needed help. Stella helped me. She took me to the hospital. She stayed with me. She was good to me. But then the sickness ended. I got better. But Stella did not let me stay better. She reminded me every day. She said I was fragile. She said I needed protection. She said the world was dangerous. Stella made me believe I was weak. She made me believe I could not survive alone. And I believed her for 18 years. Now I saw the truth. My biggest wound was not the depression. My biggest wound was Stella. Her protection was not love. It was control. Stella did not heal my wings. She broke them. She broke them so I could never fly away. I looked at Stella. She smiled at me. She touched my face. You are safe now, Stella said. Henry is gone. It is just us again, like it should be. I felt anger rise in my chest, but I did not show it. I needed to be smart. I needed to plan. Thank you, Stella, I said quietly. Stella hugged me. She looked so happy. She thought she won, but she was wrong. This time, I would not stay broken. This time, I would save myself. I decided that day. I would leave Stella. I would start a new life. It would be hard. It would be scary, but staying was worse. Staying meant death. Not real death, but the death of my soul, the death of Hazel. I wanted to live. I wanted to be free, even if it meant being alone. I looked for a new apartment. I looked in other cities. I found one 3 hours away. It was small. It was cheap. It was mine. I did not tell Stella. I packed my things quietly. I took my clothes. I took my books. I took my photos. I left everything else. The moving day came. I called a taxi. The taxi came at 9 in the morning. I put my bags in the car. Stella arrived. She saw the taxi. She saw my bags. Her face went white. "What are you doing?" Stella asked. "I am leaving," I said. "Leaving? Where?" Stella asked. Her voice was high and scared. "I found a new apartment," I said, "in another city." Stella grabbed my arm. She looked at me with wild eyes. "You cannot leave," Stella said. "You need me. You will get sick again." "I will be fine," I said. Stella started to cry. Real tears ran down her face. "How can you do this?" Stella said. "After all I did for you? I saved your life. I took care of you, and now you leave me?" I looked at my sister. I felt sad. "You did not save me, Stella," I said. "You kept me sick. You kept me weak. You did this so you could be the hero." Stella's face changed. She looked angry now. "That is not true," Stella said. "I love you. You love me," I said. "But your love hurts me. I need to go." I got in the taxi. Stella stood in the street. She cried. She shouted. But I did not look back. The taxi drove away. I watched my old life disappear. I felt scared. But I also felt free. 1 year later, I sit in my new apartment. I drink tea. I read a book. The apartment is quiet. It is peaceful. I am alone. I do not have Henry. I do not have Stella. I do not have my old life. But I have something better. I have myself. I have Hazel. I still think about Henry sometimes. I miss him. He showed me the light. He showed me I was worth something. Even if it was brief. Even if it ended. I still hurt. But the pain is different now. It is the pain of growth. It is the pain of change. It is good pain. I lost love. I lost family. But I found something more important. I found me. Sometimes I am lonely. Sometimes I am sad, but I am free. I make my own choices. I live my own life. Stella calls sometimes. I do not answer. Maybe one day I will. Maybe one day we can have a different relationship, but not now. Not yet. I learned something important. Sometimes you need to cut the tie. Sometimes that is the only way to breathe, the only way to live. If someone claims to love you but keeps you small, that is not love. That is control. If you feel trapped by someone who says they protect you, you are not alone. You are not crazy. You deserve freedom. You deserve to grow. It is scary to leave. It is hard to be alone. But it is harder to stay trapped. I chose myself, and I am still here. I am still standing. I am still breathing. And so can you. If this story touched your heart, please give it a like and share it with a friend who might need to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe to Teddy English Story for more emotional tales that help you learn English naturally. See you in the next story.